Greetings once again, this is Dr. T in the Algebra Classroom, here to help you with Problem K. Those of you that have been working on your packet for the end of course test, you know what I'm talking about. It's the baseball, or actually sports in general. That's the layout for how to calculate the probability that one team beats another team in a best 3 out of 5 or best 4 out of 7. Pretty exciting stuff to be able to know how to do, and it's actually straightforward polynomial math once you get past all the labor, which is quite intensive on this particular problem. What we're going to look at is the probability that one team can beat another team in a best out of 7 series. And the equation is written like this: w to the 4th plus 4 times 1 minus w times w to the 4th plus 10 times 1 minus w squared times w to the 4th plus 20 times 1 minus w third times w to the 4th. You notice the constant there throughout is multiplying by w to the 4th, and each expression increases in terms of its exponent as you go across. Now, the w we will fill in later. We're going to need to know the record between two teams. That's straightforward stuff, and plugging it in and doing the math is punching buttons, and you know how I feel about that. So what we need to do is be able to simplify this expression and get it into something where we can actually plug our numbers in and get a probability. So let's take, let's take a look. We don't really have to do anything to W4. Sorry, W to the 4th. These, though, I have color-coded, and I'm going to work them in separate places. I just find for me it's better to stay organized. So I'm going to pull this out, I'm going to do that math, I'm going to pull this out and do that math, I'm going to pull this out and do that math, and then I'm going to combine them all to get my final answer. So I brought down 4 times 1 minus w times w to the 4th here. We multiply the parentheses first. We get 4 minus 4w. Then we multiply that times w to the 4th. We get 4w to the 4th minus 4w to the 5th. Remember, when we're multiplying variables that have exponents, we add the exponents. Key piece. Now, the next thing up, I pull this out. We're going to work this problem now. And we see 10 here. I put this in brackets just to make it easier for me to keep track of where I am. So the first thing I had to do was square the 1 minus w. So this is 1 minus w. If you don't believe me, do the math and you'll see that I'm right. And now I'm going to multiply this times 10. And then once I get that answer, then I'm going to multiply everything by w to the 4th. So we get 10 minus 20w plus 10w squared times w to the 4th. 10w to the 4th minus 20w to the 5th plus the 10w to the 6th. So now I have this component. And finally, the last component was 20 times 1 minus w cubed times w to the 4th. That is the same thing as saying 20 times 1 minus w squared times 1 minus w times w to the 4th. Remember on the previous slide we squared this. We got 1 minus 2w plus w squared. Now we're going to multiply this times 1 minus w. And we get 20. I have combined steps. Sorry, I went ahead and multiplied this times this, and then multiplied all of that by 20. I apologize, you can figure that step out, I believe. That leaves us with 20 minus 60w plus 60w squared minus 20w cubed. And then times w to the 4th. Then we multiply by w to the 4th, we get 20w to the 4th minus 60w to the 5th plus 60w to the 6th minus 20w to the 7th. Okay, and once we have each of these, we can add them together. I brought these over from the previous slides. And what you can see here is we add these up and we get negative 20 times w to the 7th. We bring down these, we get 70 w to the 6th. We bring these down, negative 84 w to the 5th. And we bring these down and we get 35 w to the fourth. Okay, now, let's see, so here's what we ended up with from the previous screen. The deal was that in 2004 the Red Sox beat the Yankees in 11 of 18 games. Go Red Sox. So that was the W is going to equal the percentage of wins. 11 over 18 is 0.61. So now what we do is plug that in for W and solve. So I've written the problem out here with the 0.61 in each slot, so you can do the math on that. And when you finish doing the math, you can come back and check your answer against P equals 0.9. So we end up with a probability of 0.94 that the Red Sox will win a 4 out of 7 series against the Yankees in the year when they win 11 out of 18 during the regular season. Hopefully this has helped. If you find a math error, please let me know. And as always, I look forward to getting you back into the classroom.